वो खुद पढ़ते नहीं थे और मैं जब मेरी पढ़ाई की बात आती थी तो मुझे डांटते थे, तेरे को आता नहीं, ये नहीं आता, वो आता। मैं सोचता था यार भाई खुद तो पढ़ते नहीं है तो मुझे क्यों डांट रहे हैं।
As any 90s kid or anybody who's grown up in the early 2000s, he's possibly been an emotion. He's the coolest dude of the 90s. He's amazing as an actor, but even better as a human being. Without any further ado, I welcome Bobby Deol. Did you guys like the animal teaser and him in the teaser? Did you even apprehend कि ऐसा होगा? मतलब there's one scene which is like 5 seconds and I think everybody is only talking about that what is he playing? बहुत लोगों को यहाँ पे भी ये लोगों ने पूछा कि क्या play कर रहे हैं? If you can tell anything about that first.
Well, it's really nice to see all of you here today. I mean, it's quite overwhelming for me. I was just very lucky that I got to be a part of Animal. Always loved Sandeep's work. He's the only director who's made the same film twice and succeeded both the times. That's amazing. So when I was offered this film, it's like I've been trying to do different kinds of characters, and I've said that in all my interviews that I'm trying to break my image and get challenged and be in a, as an actor, be in a very uncomfortable place where it makes me do the best I can. So I was very glad, and I thank God, and hard work always pays off eventually. So I was really happy because I didn't, I'm a big fan of Ranbir Kapoor. I mean, if there's any two actors I really am a big fan of, is Ranbir and Alia. That's amazing. So I was very excited when I knew that Ranbir will be playing the main lead. So in this film, you can make out it's an emotional, violent drama with love, romance, and hate. And I think it is just going to be one of those kinds of films which Sandeep brings out different elements in characterization, which is so different from other filmmakers. So I guess in that shot, when I was doing that shot, I had not even seen the monitor. We were in a hurry to finish that moment, and I saw the shot for the first time when I saw the teaser, and I was like, what? This is me? I was like, okay. I was tasting something in my mouth, and it was a fun moment, and I'm so glad. I mean, the response I've got for that one shot, it's just been amazing. It just shows that people in the audiences want to see me in something different.
Absolutely.
And they're really excited to see that I look different, and they want to know what I'm doing in that shot.
But I want to ask you that after that, ये जब teaser launch हुआ, okay, and that comes right in the end. Have you read the comments that have come only for that particular scene?
I have actually, I mean, God has been really kind to us. This year has been amazing for us. My family's always been loved. Thank you to my dad, my papa. He's like, everybody loves him, and the love we get because of him. And I think my brother, Gadar, it's just been... So it's just been a special year, and my nephews, this is the first time, and I don't know if it's in the history of film industry, our industry, that 3 generations have come together in 1 year. Started with my dad, who was amazing in Rocky or Rani. I mean, no one else could have done that role. I mean, the way he brought that character to life and the way he performed, it was just magical. And then my brother's film came, then my nephew Rajveer's film came, and
Now yours is coming.
yeah, now the Chacha's film is coming.
I have to ask you this, that because हम लोग तो, I've always said this, I've always started all my interviews saying that I'm a 90s kid. So for any 90s kid, you're an emotion. I think you brought in that cool dude, image, कि अच्छा sunglasses. कितने sunglasses थे आपके पास? कितने लोगों को पसंद था the sunglasses and the look and the jacket?
I mean, when I was growing up, I used to see my dad's photographs and movies, and he used to wear these amazing sunglasses. And I think उस वक्त से मुझे एक obsession हो गई थी sunglasses के लिए, तो मैं उनके कबर्ड में जाता था ढूंढने के वो चश्मा कहीं पड़ा होगा तो पहन के देखता हूँ कैसे लगता है मुझ पर, लेकिन वो चश्मे कभी होते नहीं थे वहाँ पर. मुझे लगता है वो फिल्मों में पहनते थे और फिर वहीं उतार के दे देते थे. तो मैंने सोच लिया कि मैंने जब बड़ा होऊंगा तो मैं अपनी कलेक्शन बनाऊंगा चश्मों की. So it started with that. और मुझे आज भी याद है जब मैं बरसात कर रहा था तो मेरे पास एक चश्मा था पर्पल कलर का और मैं बहुत चाहता था कि मैं पहनूं गाने के अंदर लेकिन राज संतोष जी was like नहीं 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 नहीं. And luckily Santosh Shivan was my cinematographer, so मैंने उसको कहा कि Santosh, what do you think about these sunglasses? And oh, very cool, very cool. I said, can I wear them? Yeah, you should, you should. And that's how it happened. But I never thought they'll become a rage, you know, because I guess I never tried to put that I mean, I was just being myself. And I think my long hair, which I had, I mean, I've always loved long hair. I've got it back right now. But it's just been something I loved, you know, and I never thought that I'd be out of place in this industry with the way I look because that's what makes you more, I guess, that's why you like the way I look because I was just normal about it, you know, I didn't really put any effort to thinking of how I'm going to dress up or not. So, I mean, now my sons, I have two boys and I wanted them to grow their hair long, but they didn't like it. But जब कोविड हुआ तो किसी के कोई बाल काटने तो जा नहीं सकता था तो मैंने अपने दिल की ख्वाहिश पूरी कर ली मेरे बच्चों के लंबे बाल हो गए थे. And I was really happy to see them with long hair. I just wanted to see, because your kids look a little like you know, a little bit here and there. So you just want to see yourself again looking young. But I've been really lucky thanks to, I mean, I love cinema. I mean, there's no magic that cinema creates. But OTT has been really great to me.
Absolutely.
You know, I was trying to break my image and it has been very difficult. But I was offered Class of '83 and I was like, no, I was looking for something like this. And I guess they can, you know, I was, yes, I'll do it. And I think it's my journey of being taken seriously as an actor, I think began from Class of '83. Because every actor wants to be understood as an actor. It's very difficult. We all think that we're good actors, you know. Why do people don't see that in you? But I guess somewhere you take the wrong steps and you do films which doesn't really give you the opportunity to perform the way you want to. And you grow with every film you do. I've been in this industry 28 years now, so I've learned a lot and I'm still learning. So then Ashram came. I mean, when मैंने जब Ashram की थी, सदा ही जय, सदा ही जय. तो जब मैंने आश्रम साइन कर रहा था तो मुझे फ़ोन कॉल आया श्रुति करके कास्टिंग एजेंट है उन्होंने फ़ोन किया कि Bobby, I've got this character for you, this project for you basically, and Prakash Jha is doing it. And I was like really excited, you know, like, चलो सिनेमा में तो काम नहीं करने को मिला उनके साथ, लेकिन OTT पे मिल रहा है. तो मैं गया उनके पास, उन्होंने मुझे कहानी सुनाई थोड़ी सी, और फिर मैंने सोचा चलो सुन रहा हूँ, तो मेरे को लगा चलो उसमें पुलिस ऑफिसर जो दर्शन ने किया है. I thought I'll be offered that role, because you know how it is. You didn't expect to be offered. And then Sunny says, मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप Baba ka role play kare. I'm like, hello, am I hearing the right thing? You know, I was like, wow, I mean, so that's how it happened, and I really worked hard for it because I had to speak the way he spoke and I had to understand every word I said. So I sat with this lady called Sunita ji, who sat with me patiently every day for three hours for like 2 months. And it worked. And then the thing I forgot to tell you is that when I signed it, I didn't tell my mummy, papa or my brother. Because मुझे लगा कि उनको कहूँगा कि मैं ऐसा रोल प्ले कर रहा हूँ तो बोलेंगे क्यों कर रहा है ऐसा रोल, क्योंकि होता है, you know. But I wanted to play something different. I'm portraying as an actor characters which exist amongst us, and you have to kind of bring it to light and let the world know that these are the people who exist and you should be wary of them. And I think after doing that show, the love I got for playing a negative character, I was like completely blown away with the love I got from everyone I go, wherever I go, even till date. It's just been amazing.
Very few actors actually get this opportunity, like you said. So one thing I'm gonna say, and everybody who has worked with him, whether it's so my friends work with you. I have seen him forever. Okay, your security, your own managers, and I have seen people who have met you. You can have a sense of entitlement because you're Dharamji's son, but you still don't. How do you manage to deviate from that? Because many people who are born with that kind of an empire can behave or can think that they can behave the way they want. but you've always, or you've never actually had that sense of entitlement.
That's
How?
it's because I grew up and we all look up to our parents and they are our heroes. And I've always looked up to my father, my mother, my mom, my grandmother, and especially my dad, because when he became such a big, huge star, he was still normal, and I used to go out with him for shootings. I used to interact on sets with. I used to see other actors, and I used to see the way they were and the way my dad is. And even though he was number one, he was always so humble. And that's what really attracted me to be an actor, is because whenever I used to see audiences and fans looking at him, they had this expression in their eyes which was only love. And I said, if I become an actor, I want that. I don't want to be anything beyond that, because it's more important to be a good human being and being loved by people than just being a star, because at the end of the day, stardom doesn't last that long, and relationships always last longer. And I guess it's just the upbringing. My dad always said, be a good human being first before you do anything in life.
It is genuinely true that every one of them, even Rajveer, I met Rajveer very recently, such a well brought up child. I feel that everybody, it's all about upbringing and conditioning, like you said. But here I will ask you a question. हमको तो बहुत बचपन में झाड़ पड़ती थी, मेरे मम्मी तो बहुत मारती थी मुझे. पापा ने उतना नहीं मारा, कभी नहीं डांटा. But I had a brother I still have a brother who's 10 years older than me. So you can see my father never scolded me so much, but उनकी कसर मेरे भाई ने पूरी कर दी. तो मुझे ये जानना है कि आपके घर पे सन्नी देओल थे, जिनको तो मतलब एकदम एंग्री यंग मैन के अवतार में हम सब ने देखा है. घर पे कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि कभी आपको मतलब झाड़वाड़ पड़ी है उनसे?
Well, even my brother's almost 10 years older than me. और तो वो अपना हक जमाते थे मुझ पर बड़े होने का काफ़ी. हाँ, सीरियसली. मतलब उनको, वो खुद पढ़ते नहीं थे, और मैं जब मेरी पढ़ाई की बात आती थी तो मुझे डांटते थे. देखो आता नहीं, ये नहीं आता, वो आता. मैं सोचता था यार भाई खुद तो पढ़ते नहीं है तो मुझे क्यों डांट रहे हैं. पर वो चाहते थे, क्योंकि वो बड़े थे, कि मैं नहीं कर पाया तो मैं चाहता हूँ मेरा भाई करे. होता है ये बड़ों का एक है कि हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे छोटे अपनी लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा करें, पढ़े लिखें. आई वॉज वेरी लकी दैट my brother has been he's like a father to me. So I'm very blessed.
Brothers are the best. It's true. It's true because for me also in my life, all my decisions, मेरे पापा से ज़्यादा मेरे भाई को पता है. And yeah, and I feel that he got emotional very recently at the Gadar Success Press Conference, talking about how he has also seen lows in life. And today when it's a celebration, the whole industry, the whole country has come out and celebrated you for Ashram and your brother for Gadar. Back home, हम लोगों को तो सिर्फ दिखता है कि आप एक family से हो जहाँ पे films would be the only mode of conversation or whatever, but it's very different because you live that life. Especially when you guys are going through lows in life, people are looking at you like celebrities. Sometimes when you look at people like that, you tend to overlook their vulnerable and emotional side. How did you and your family deal with their lows professionally?
See, I think just because we're celebrities, so you think about our low points, but I think everybody in this world goes through ups and downs in their lives, and I think it's just a part of life, because I don't see anyone succeeding every day in whatever they want to achieve. So the only way to cope when you get into situations like this is not give up and never pity yourself. And that's the first thing human beings do, is pity themselves. They always say, मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, सबके साथ मेरे साथ क्यों होता है, मेरे साथ क्यों होता है. लेकिन when you stop thinking like that, you start realizing that अगर मुझे कुछ अपनी ज़िंदगी में करना है, मुझे खुद अपने पैरों पे खड़े होकर करना पड़ेगा. And then I have a beautiful family, and they give me that strength emotionally, but when it comes to your professional life, you have to have the strength to move forward. They can't keep supporting you. So that's how we've always coped with things like that. And my brother's a very big-hearted man. He's always been there for me and the whole family. So during bad times, I remember him telling me, Bob, ना अभी हम मेहनत करेंगे और हमको ये सोचना है दिमाग में कि हम कोई स्टार नहीं थे, हमको सीधा ज़मीन से फिर से ऊपर चढ़ना है. And I said, हाँ भैया मैं वैसे ही सोचता हूँ, पर it's still not that easy because our industry's got so much, there's so much competition. And but देखा जाए तो हमारी पॉपुलेशन इतनी बढ़ गई है कि हर प्रोफेशन में कंपटीशन ज़्यादा है. हमारी इंडस्ट्री अकेले नहीं, लेकिन तो it's just been that's how we cope with things.
But today, sir, कितने आपके which is your favorite Bobby Deol film? Soldier, Goop, बिच्छू, अपने, किस्मत. Now that we've got some of the names, मुझे ये जानना है कि हर एक एक्टर के करियर ग्राफ को अगर स्टडी किया जाए तो कुछ कुछ ऐसे लैंडमार्क मूवीज आते हैं, जैसे कि एवरीबडी इज लव्ड सम ऑफ द फिल्म्स. विच ऑफ दिस फिल्म्स जो आप करने वाले थे और आपको लोगों ने बोला कि मत कर, नहीं चलेगा, और आपने खुद के डिसीजन से किया?
मैंने सारी फिल्में अपनी डिसीजन से की हैं. हाँ, मैं अपने पापा भैया के साथ एडवाइस लेता हूँ क्योंकि वो ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस थे जब मैंने अपना करियर शुरू किया. लेकिन मैंने कभी ये नहीं उनकी बात सुनी, लेकिन जो मेरा दिल चाहता था मैंने वही किया. लेकिन लोग सोचते थे कि मैं वही करता हूँ जो मेरे भैया बोलते हैं या पापा बोलते हैं, लेकिन ऐसा कभी नहीं था. तो जितनी भी मैंने डिसीजंस लिए हैं मेरी खुद की थी. और शुरू में डेफिनेटली जब मैं अपना करियर शुरू कर रहा था तो भैया आते थे कभी मेरे साथ बैठ के स्क्रिप्ट सुन लेते थे. लेकिन वो स्क्रिप्ट्स पता कौन सी थी? वो थी सोल्जर, गुप्त एंड ऐसी फिल्में. तो मुझे तो उसमें कुछ था ही नहीं कि नहीं करनी. इतनी अच्छी स्क्रिप्ट्स थी. और so it's just been my decisions. No one's ever told me not to do something.
A lot of people actually लोगों को पता नहीं है कि आपकी डेब्यू एक साल पहले होने वाली थी, and that film also had its own journey in the beginning, and there were a lot of delays with your debut film.
Yeah, मैंने काफ़ी अर्ली शुरू की थी फिल्म. मतलब पहली फिल्म शेखर कपूर डायरेक्टर थे और हमने 27 दिन शूटिंग की थी. जब शूटिंग चल रही थी तो उनको हॉलीवुड से ऑफर आया कि वो एलिजाबेथ बनाने की, नहीं सॉरी वो तो बाद में बनाई थी, बैंडेड क्वीन के लिए आया था. तो पापा ने कहा कि शेखर ने कहा कि मैं ये कर लूँ फिल्म, फिर आकर कर लूँगा ये फिल्म अब बॉबी की. तो पापा ने कहा देख मेरा बेटा है, मैं डिले नहीं करना चाहता, तो तू जा अपनी फिल्म कर, मैं कुछ किसी और को ढूंढता हूँ. और राज हमेशा वेट कर रहा था शायद मेरी फिल्म डायरेक्ट करने के लिए. So I was lucky I got Raj Santoshi. He is an amazing director, I think, one of his kind. And so it got delayed. So finally, I was 26 when my movie released. When I started shooting around when I was 22, I think. And then I had to wait for a year or so before I started shooting again. Even then, it took 2 years to make.
But that did it was it difficult for you at that point?
It
when you were
was.
starting off?
I mean, I was like, the scripts kept changing when I was with Shekhar. एक स्क्रिप्ट में मैं एक था एथलीट जैसा था मैं. तो मैं प्रियदर्शनी ग्राउंड जाता था, वहाँ पर एक इंडियन एथलेटिक कोच थे, उनसे जाके मैं सीखता था भागना. और मैं वहाँ भागता था. मैं बोला यार ये मैं सब भाग रहे हैं आगे, मैं इतना फास्ट नहीं भाग पा रहा. फिर मैं बोलता था नहीं यार मैं तो एक्टर हूँ, मेरे को तो सिर्फ एक्ट करना है. तो मैंने रनिंग सीखी. फिर एक स्क्रिप्ट बनी जिसमें मेरे को ड्रम्स सीखना था. तो मैं मोहम्मद अली रोड गया ड्रम सेट खरीदने, ड्रम सीखा. आदेश श्रीवास्तव who's no more, he taught me how to play the drum. I was so bad at that luckily the script changed again. फिर मैं एक मोटर बाइक स्टंट मैन की एक फिल्म कहानी बनी. तो मैंने हर दिन जो भी जाता था बाइक पे स्टंट सीखता था, जंपिंग ऑफ रैम्स एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. मुझे आज भी याद है सलमान की पहली फिल्म तब लगी थी, मैंने प्यार किया. एंड ही वाज सो हम्बल एंड द फर्स्ट टाइम आई मेट हिम ऑन द बीच. और वो मेरे साथ आकर बाइक स्टंट्स करता था, फिर हॉर्स राइडिंग करता था वहाँ पर, तो हॉर्स राइडिंग भी करता था मेरे साथ. फिर स्क्रिप्ट बदलती गई. फिर मैं जगलर भी बन गया था एक स्क्रिप्ट में. मैंने जगलिंग भी सीख ली. 3 बॉल तक सीख गया. 4 बॉल पे पहुँचने वाला था कि स्क्रिप्ट बदल गई. But that was what was happening. And then it's frustrating because आप इतना चाह रहे हो कि आपको पहली फिल्म आ जाए, आप इतनी एनर्जी होती है, इतना enthusiasm होता है, लेकिन and you're very young. मैं कितना छोटा था तभी, मैं 21-22 साल का था. तो उस एज में आप you always like you're not that mature and you just want to go ahead, and it upsets you more at that age because you don't understand why the things not happening the way they should. But then being in this industry is always going to be like that. No matter how many years you spend, you have to still, it's a struggle, and you have to not take it as a struggle. It's just part and parcel of how an actor has to live and go on his journey.
That's true. And on that note, before we actually say goodbye to you, I want to take this opportunity to tell you that everybody in that house is genuinely a nice human being, but you've been the nicest to me always.
No.
And it is मैं कैसे बोलूँ ये, but आपके साथ जो मिलते हैं, they go back feeling very fonder of you and gentler by their heart. And this is all that I'll say, that Bobby Deol has been an emotion, is an emotion, and will always remain an emotion. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for being you.
No, thank you for being you yourself, man. Every time I met you're such a sweetheart, and always been the same. So, and मैं यहाँ अपनी अच्छाई करने के लिए नहीं आया था, मैं सिर्फ आप लोगों से मिलने आया था. So मुझे ऐसा मत साउंड कर कि मैं अपना, सब अच्छे हैं, सब बुरे हैं, सब में सब कुछ है.
That's true, sir. And thank you. We'll call Vinod sir from the Jagran Film Festival team, Jagran team, to facilitate you.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll also call Basant sir to felicitate Bobby sir.